Hi, recently I was reading an online forum in which someone asked, what is a knowledge question? So I thought I'd reply with a link to my video in which I had explained what a knowledge question is. However, when I tried to find that video, it became clear to me that I haven't actually written a blog post on what a knowledge question is. I've made videos about knowledge arguments, knowledge issues, knowledge problems, knowledge frameworks, and knowledge everything else, but not one on knowledge questions. So, today, on ToK Today, we answer the question, what is a knowledge question? Welcome to ToK Today. I'm Daniel, and today I want to explain something that is essential for our understanding of ToK, and that is what a knowledge question is. A knowledge question is simply a question about knowledge. And this seems obvious enough, but let's dig a little deeper for better understanding. Now, we can think of a knowledge question as an inquiry into the nature, acquisition and validity of knowledge itself. It often probes fundamental issues about what we know, how we know it, and the limits or scope of our understanding. Knowledge questions are central to the field of epistemology, the branch of philosophy concerned with the theory of knowledge. Knowledge questions typically focus on concepts like truth, belief, justification, and evidence, and it aims to explore how these elements interact to form what we consider to be knowledge. Now, to write good knowledge questions, which help us to score high marks in ToK, we need to understand the difference between first-order and second-order knowledge questions. First-order knowledge questions are directly concerned with the content of what we know. They involve questions about specific pieces of knowledge or factual information. For example, a first-order knowledge question might ask, what are the causes of climate change? Or how does photosynthesis work? And these questions are usually empirical, and they're dealing with observable and verifiable phenomenon in the world. The answers to first-order knowledge questions provide us with direct knowledge about the world and its workings. And these first-order knowledge questions can be found in the various academic disciplines of the areas of knowledge, or AOK. And they're addressed through the methodologies of those AOK, such as scientific investigation, historical analysis, or logical reasoning. They rely on gathering evidence and conducting experiments or interpreting data to reach conclusions about particular subjects. Now, let's look at second-order knowledge questions. Second-order knowledge questions, on the other hand, are more abstract, they're reflective, they are generalizable. They concern the nature and scope of knowledge itself, rather than specific knowledge. Second-order knowledge questions are not about the specific content found in the first-order question. These second-order questions ask us to think about how we come to know what we know, the reliability of our sources, and the validity of our methods of inquiry. Examples of second-order knowledge questions could include what counts as reliable evidence in scientific research, or can historical accounts be objective? So these second-order knowledge questions are more metacognitive. They're prompting reflection on the processes and frameworks through which knowledge is acquired and validated. Second-order knowledge questions are philosophical by nature, and they engage with epistemological concepts. They require us to scrutinise the foundations and assumptions underlying our first-order knowledge claims, and in doing so, they help us to understand the limitations and potential biases in our methods of knowing, and they encourage a more critical approach to understanding knowledge itself. So, if the first-order question is, what are the causes of climate change, a related second-order knowledge question could be, to what extent is scientific methodology able to demonstrate reliable causal relationships? Similarly, if the first-order question in history was, how was European colonialism explained in the 18th century, a related second-order knowledge question could be, should we judge the actions of those in the past by the standards of today? Now, hopefully in both of those cases, you can see that the second-order knowledge question is generalizable to a whole range of cases other than just the case in the first order knowledge question. One of the key differences between those who achieve a high grade in ToK and those who receive a lower grade in ToK is understanding the difference between first and second order knowledge questions. So I'll just quickly go through some of those differences. Now, the distinction between first and second order knowledge questions is crucial because it delineates different levels of inquiry and different levels of exposition of the question. Whilst first-order knowledge questions seek to explain knowledge about specific facts and phenomena, second-order knowledge questions challenge us to reflect on the principles and processes behind our understanding. Engaging with second-order knowledge questions can lead to deeper insights and more robust methods of inquiry, ultimately enhancing the quality and the credibility of our first-order knowledge. The ToK exhibition prompts and ToK essay questions are all second-order knowledge questions. So both of those assessments require you to explore possible first-order knowledge questions that could relate to those second-order knowledge questions. And ToK Today is here to help you to do that with a wealth of free and paid resources on our YouTube channel and on the ToK Today website. So please hit like if you got value from this video and press subscribe and the notify bell to receive further updates when further videos are published. You can find lots more useful, helpful resources both on the ToK Today video channel and on toktoday.com website. Many thanks for watching. Stay ToKtastic, my friends.